So we're just gonna go.
Cool.
But I want to ask you one thing first. Is it something that you don't want to talk about? Is it anything that we shouldn't touch?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is, just bite Simon or something. So
Okay.
we know.
Yeah.
You have Johan on the far left and Simon in the middle.
Okay.
Christer is over here.
Great.
And you have the one Rasmus and then the second Rasmus. We have the same name.
Okay,
So he's the gorgeous one and I'm the old one.
No, stop. I'm so bad with names. So sorry if I got Simon. Actually, that's the one I got.
You have the nameplate here for you one at least.
That's Christer.
For everyone else except me. So it's
Actually,
so great that you remember my name at least.
Okay.
Great.
So we just gonna go see how this goes. I hit the intro and we're off.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Superhero Club again, and we are here again. Now it's Sunday on Comic-Con Stockholm. We have a very special guest today. I didn't even recognize her before, so we're gonna say a big hi to makeup artist and extraordinaire Joe Steele.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So how are you?
Good. Third day, feeling great.
Yeah.
This is actually my most low-key look today.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
So if that gives you an idea.
Yeah, but we were sitting here just talking a little bit about you, we saw you coming. We didn't know that it was you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna catch them. So I just ran up to you and got a little bit of a movie.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we found out, you're our guest.
Yeah.
In half an hour, you're going to be our guest. So it was a perfect introduction for us. So then we don't need to be like a little jitters for that. So,
totally.
but a little bit I am still because of the cosplay you're wearing today. You look a little bit spooky.
Yeah. All my looks this weekend. It's Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
You're right.
So everything's pretty spooky.
Do you want to explain for the viewers or the listeners what you're cosplaying today?
So I am Melina from Mortal Kombat, and I'm doing a combination of her MK9 and MK11 looks.
Yeah.
The costume I wanted to be a little bit more modest, which is why I went with MK9. I made the skirt. Otherwise, I'd be... In Sweden, it seems like people are slightly more modest with their cosplay.
Probably. Yeah.
I hear a lot of stories about people going to Halloween parties and then sitting on the bus home from there and just being ashamed out of their mind.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you're at the party or when you're at the convention.
Yes, but the walk of shame.
You don't need to do anything stupid, but you get the walk of shame anyway.
Yes.
Yep. We actually saw when we left yesterday, around 8 maybe, there was a girl dressed as Catwoman, like skin-tight Catwoman suit.
Yeah.
And I was freezing a little bit. I just looked at her and thought, you should need a blanket, my little girl.
Yeah. Walking outside this morning was... it woke me up.
Okay. So we have a bunch of questions, of course. I used to start with, when did you arrive in Sweden?
So I arrived the day before the first day, so Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I left on Wednesday. I'm from outside of Los Angeles, so long trip.
Yeah. So have you been doing anything Swedish or trying anything Swedish?
Not yet. I just haven't had time with it. It takes me a couple of hours every morning to get ready, and then at least like an hour to get unready at the end of the day. So it's been full days, but I'm going to spend some time here before I leave. So I'm doing some touristy things.
When did you start this morning with the makeup and
this one a little bit later, thankfully. I was Pennywise yesterday and Art the Clown the day before that, so I was way more involved. This took like about an hour and a half, so I got here at 9, so I was up at like 7:30.
But is it like an hour and a half because you're so used to it and like it's the same?
Yes, yeah. I'm pretty fast at what I do, is what I've been told. So.
And no one can tell because it looks amazing every time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I looked through your Instagram just for fun, just when you sat down, and I'm a married man, and I know how long my wife takes her makeup.
Yeah.
Like, what's the middle? How long does it ordinary?
In average.
In average, like
about
I know
2 hours.
2 hours.
Average,
okay.
Yeah. So that was about. It took like maybe closer to 2.5 for Pennywise. Probably like 2 for Art. So, but 2.5 hours is pretty standard.
Okay, because my wife takes 2 hours. She doesn't look like that.
You know, when I do beauty makeup, it also takes me a long time, though.
Okay.
It's just a different art form, you know?
Yeah.
I guess you have bigger and more exaggerated features when you do a cosplay or like a makeup like this.
Yes.
So,
do you feel approaching makeup in such a way when you're talking about beauty makeup or talking about cosplaying makeup. How different is the process getting into it? What are some of the foundation things you have to do to make it work?
So the prep, I would say, honestly, for beauty makeup, there's so much more prep that goes into like prepping your skin, making sure it lasts throughout the day. And when I do like special effects makeup, it's just like the first layer of my face is basically glue. So that's what it is today. Yeah. I have a fake jaw on. It's not something like super immediately apparent, but because if the mouth was just on my face, I wouldn't look like I have a chin. So I want the mouth to look open, so I have a prosthetic jaw.
Yeah, you have a very pronounced jaw.
Yeah.
I didn't tell before
nice,
now.
Nice. Yeah.
How does it work for you when you have to eat or drink?
I can only drink through and eat through a straw today. Yeah, the last 3 days. So no. So I've been doing an accidental intermittent fasting.
Yeah, good. You can combine the two. Like keep in shape and
resetting.
Look nice.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this, where was your way into this world?
Sure. I went to film school for college. In Boston. I moved to Los Angeles for it, and I started working at a special effects studio in 2014. And then I got a job there and was casually posting my work, and it started to go viral. So then I decided to be a cosplayer, content creator, makeup artist on my own. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good choice.
It's way more fun to be able to do any character I want to, and I get to work on so many different things because of that. I just did a deal with Predator, brand deal with them, and I've done one with Lord of the Rings. So I'm like able to do characters and do things like that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I just worked at a special effects studio in Los Angeles.
And I'm really glad that those types of collaborations could happen because you started yourself and you started posting it. And it's, before when you had all of these agencies, casting agencies, and you had to go through that, and you didn't have control over it. But now, I would guess that you can see like they call in or like give you different examples, and you can choose yourself what you want to do.
Yes, all the time.
Gives you a personal freedom in a way.
Yeah, it's really cool to like be able to become characters that I otherwise just never would have been able to do.
Mm-hmm.
So when you walk the floor here, like how many people recognize you?
So in makeup, obviously, people don't necessarily recognize. When I'm at my booth where people can see my name and stuff like that. But it's funny, the Swedish are very shy so far. So they'll come up and I'll be like, oh, this is, I don't know if they know who I am. So I'm like, this is my Instagram. They're like, oh no, I've been following you for like years. And I'm like, you should lead with that. So
have you seen any cosplayers or something that you were impressed by here?
Oh, the armor sets always blow my mind. Like it's just a different world. I'm so much more on the makeup side of things and the special effects, but like seeing people do the full armor sets, it will never not be the most impressive thing to me.
We actually had Kamui cosplay here last time.
Nice.
And that was an experience when she talked to how to build stuff and like that. And she sold a couple of pieces or gave Jessica Negri pieces that she molded over. I didn't...
I think she had something she used as a shoulder pad. Jessica Negri converted into boob armor.
Oh, nice. So hilarious.
It got reused.
Yeah. Repurposing armor. I do like light work with EVA foam and things like that. And so one of the Predator looks I did before they asked me to do the brand deal was I took all the armor I'd made so far and piecemealed it together because they kind of have like piecemeal. So,
But like, if we, I wouldn't say maybe compare, but as we talked about armor, and usually you create an armor set, and when you're happy with it, you get to keep it. Like I saw an armored cosplay come by, and you, of course, they use some types of foam, 3D printing, and I would say like your printing or your features are makeup and gel and Does it because when you get to keep it, I mean, you get a bit precious about it.
Sure.
And
most of my stuff doesn't last.
Exactly. I wanted to get into that. Like, is there a point when you feel like, okay, maybe I shouldn't work on this for 8 hours when I can just wear it once? Or
yes, to a degree. Like I do 2 to 3 looks a week, which I think is a super high output, obviously, for cosplayers. So I try not to be too precious about it, but I'm also improving so much that I don't mind retackling a look. But yeah, there's only so much investment that I'll put into, unless I'm getting paid specifically.
Sorry, it's your videos. I'm just...
That's so funny. I did a brand deal with Borderlands, and so I did a Zane cosplay, and like I put 40 hours into that in 3 days to get that done in time because their turnaround was super quick. But I normally wouldn't put 40 hours into something.
No, but this was also documented and filmed and used for. So it will like if. On the work side of it, it will give you like the push forward to keep doing it.
Exactly. And that's usually when I invest in the looks.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I would imagine, or if you do the same thing a couple of times, maybe for conventions, then you've done it so many times that it would wouldn't take as long.
Yeah.
But for
totally.
It's completely different for maybe brand deals. And
so one of the techniques I do is paper mache prosthetics. I did a workshop on it yesterday, and those don't last. So every time I'm making a new one for that.
Right.
So I try not to.
So once the paper mache has served its purpose, you just
I have to
throw it away.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I know I can't be precious about my stuff, but I do, like I said, like retackling things. I did a Arlong cosplay from One Piece, and the first one I did was a year and a half ago. I used cardstock paper. It wasn't very good. I redid it recently, and just like the difference that I can see in the looks that I did. So I don't mind retackling. I do them so often that I don't mind redoing.
Do you look back often? And when you look back, do you think about how far you've come, or do you feel ashamed of your earlier
projects?
projects?
I think it's cool to be able to compare it. Yeah.
Right.
I stopped putting limitations on myself. I just one day decided I'm going to turn into anyone or anything I want, and it's been really fun.
Right.
You're a little bit of a superhero that way. You have the
shapeshifter.
Yeah, exactly, shapeshifter.
Yeah.
So if you could, like, if somebody came to you with $47 million and said, build the ultimate cosplay or makeup thing for you, what would that be?
Oh my gosh.
And what would that look like?
I mean, it probably would be something from Lord of the Rings, if I'm being totally honest. Right. But I've done so many already that I wonder what I would choose. I think it would be cool to like be able to do. So I'm unable to do currently really large men. I do a lot of men, but like really so something like an Urukai or like Goku, things like that, where I would get like a custom-made silicone chest to be able to paint and do stuff. But most of my cosplays are male characters.
Okay. I looked through. I actually laughed a little bit. I pushed the video, but. You did Walter from Breaking Bad?
Yes.
You know Giancarlo is here?
No.
Gus is here.
Yeah, Gus Spring is here. He has his meetup.
I need to go over and see.
Or you just go change the makeup and go to him.
Yeah. Simon and Chris were going afterwards.
That's why we wanted to do this earlier, because we're going over to him later.
Oh no, I should definitely say something.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
I also I did Two-Face not long ago, and I did a Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen when his face was blown off, so maybe there's another makeup in there where my face is blown off.
Yeah.
Did I just get spoiled live?
Oh no, sorry. Oh my gosh.
It's fine.
It's been so many years.
Yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault. I got 1984, the book, spoiled for me by a podcast, but that was totally my fault.
Yeah. No, I forget.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
So when you choose what to do you like, of course, with collaborations and stuff, but when it's off the top of your mind, like I saw Taylor Swift, you did. I can't really see the difference between you, so I think that's really good.
Thank you.
Because that's more of, don't misunderstand me, but human side.
Yes.
Like when you do this, then we can see, okay, you're someone else.
Yes.
But this is, if you could stand right next, I don't think I should see the difference.
Hilarious.
So that's really good.
Thank you. Yeah. I do very few like normal looks. I will say majority of my stuff is.
Is that harder to do like Taylor Swift instead of
it's
like
funny
doing
you
Joker?
say that. I think it's harder, especially for like women, because I can't do as harsh contours.
Exactly.
Because it, like for male characters, because you can look rugged and things like that. But getting like as you can see from my Instagram, I like to look exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I can, that's the goal. Because there's like the essence of a character that you can do, but I generally choose to look exactly, unless there's like a line. So I'm Melina today. She's an Asian character. I'm not going to try to look Asian. So like the mouth is enough. So there's lines. But when I do a lot of my work, I try to look.
Yeah, but it's extraordinary, exact, because some of them is like, is it the before picture that I want to look like this, or is it you? Yeah. And that's very good work.
Thank you.
But outside of brand deals, when you do your own work, how much would you say, or this is maybe a weird question, but how much would you say it's your own choice what you want to do, or do you go for trends sometimes?
Sure. I used to go for trends a lot more, and I think it reflects in my work because I've grown so much more when I started just doing what I wanted to do and really loving the things that I do. So
exactly,
everything you see is something that I'm generally really interested. Like Breaking Bad is my favorite show of all time.
Thanks
so,
God.
Yeah.
Speaking to the choir.
Yeah. It's a very typical film school thing to say, but it's just so amazing.
I agree.
What do you think about Better Call Saul? Is it the same level?
I actually I couldn't get into it at first, like the first few episodes, and then once I finally watched it, I understood like why the hype was there.
I've heard people say that. Get me right, but Breaking Bad is the better story, worse told.
Oh,
but,
interesting.
Better Call Saul is the worse story, better told.
Interesting. I can see that though.
Have you done a Saul?
I have. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's funny.
Really cool. He got such like pronounced features as well.
Yeah, so. That's always helpful. The more like exaggerated somebody's face is, the easier it is for me to turn it.
But I can imagine that it's much easier to work from a passionate standpoint than just seeing number go up.
Yeah, I had somebody I used to work with on my team tell me that anime was not an avenue to explore. Like there wasn't enough work there, and it's I watch 90% of my television is anime. So once I also got more true to that, those are my biggest, most viral videos are my anime cosplay.
Anime and Breaking Bad.
Yeah. And Lord of the Rings.
Inside of me there are two wolves.
I play D&D too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Crossing off everything on the list right now.
I'm gonna start actually doing a stream of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like D&D and makeup and everything, costumes.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You
do a D&D live instead. Do all the characters.
Totally. Yeah.
You can come to our place in Värmland and just make up stuff. We will do whatever you say.
Oh, I love that.
Just to look not anymore like this, because it's so amazing.
Thank you.
I just saw the one when you do the grip around your belly.
Oh yes, the illusion. Yeah.
It looks like.
Thank you.
You can't see it. That's a very good way to lose weight.
Yes. Well, that's actually how I got. One of the big ways I got started was I did an illusion similar to that looked like I was twisted in the center, and it was called body image.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Okay.
Did you post that somewhere?
Yes, it was on Facebook. It went super viral like 8 years ago on Facebook. 100 million views, just like. Huge amount of share. I had celebrities tell me they've seen it, like really cool stuff.
But it's like old people on Facebook say, "Holy shit, is that real?"
Everybody's grandma knows who I am.
Yeah.
Ask your grandmother; she knows, because my Facebook was the first thing that took off. So I have like 5 million followers on there, and everybody's grandma knows.
Is that Joe I've seen before?
I live in like a pretty rural area now outside of Los Angeles, and I went to the thrift store, and some of the older women working there literally were like, "Oh my God, we've seen you on Facebook," and I'm like, "This is so funny!" Like.
Now I feel a little bit old because I saw you on Facebook.
Oh, no, stop.
No, it's no problem. I'm not the oldest here, so I don't point fingers.
Okay. Throw them under the bus.
Yeah. No, so you said that celebrities told I had seen you. Do you have any like not celebrity crushes, but somebody that you would like to do a makeup of and maybe meet at the same time to see how?
Oh, that would be cool.
I've done Timothy Chalamet, like on myself from Dune, and I think like faces like that are so interesting to work with. Like people who are really angular and like unique looking. I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He actually helped launch my Instagram. I did a painting of him back the day where I had like a whiskey bottle, so whiskey on the rock.
Of course.
Hilarious. He shared it, and that's how my Instagram first started. So so it was super. So I would love to work with him. I mean, he's a huge canvas. Yeah. So
he's big anyway. So but then you're gonna need a bodysuit if you're gonna. So do you have like passion projects coming up, or is there anything you could tell us that you are going to do?
First of all, I'm going to be at Comic-Con Denmark.
Yeah,
so I'll be there, and that'll be exciting. I don't have anything. So Halloween, October is my biggest month out of the year. So I always try to like decompress a little bit. I put out the most amount of content. I get the most amount of brandles around Halloween. So me being here, I get a vacation like in between. I'm staying in Stockholm for like a few days, and then I'm going to Denmark, and I'm just gonna chill.
Nice. Chill out.
But when you're running around on conventions, of course you wanna show off what you've done and show off all the hard work. But like recreationally, do you look for anything specific, or do you collect comics or anything?
So I maxed out my luggage. I brought 2 pieces. Yeah. So like I'm honestly really limited on the way home because I had to bring 5 cosplays. I do a different. Some people double up on their cosplays, but I was like, I don't know. I want to like show off and show
exactly.
up.
It's 3 days here, so
I was actually supposed to ask that about like the traveling with the cosplays.
Yes.
We had Henrik Pilerud. Do you know who is?
No.
He came in second in the World Cup in
awesome.
Japan.
Yeah.
And he did the Totoro.
Oh, cool.
The big hairy one.
Cool.
And he told us how he packed that for Japan or Japan, and he said that wasn't easy.
No, yeah, it's super, especially with the paper mache. I realized it's just like TSA having like thankfully they didn't open the container that had that in it, but if they did, they probably would have ruined some of those pieces. So
have you had that happen?
I haven't because I haven't traveled with that technique before, but I wanted to do that as a workshop. I don't think I'll do that again. It was just too nerve-wracking, so I think I would choose cosplays like this where I have more latex things that I've made and things like that. So
we have a stand like all the way across the hall that is like a cosplay repair shop because they know these things happen, so they have all the materials ready.
Yeah. I totally brought a little kit to repair things, but it was nerve-wracking and just heavy. Everything's heavy too, so the weight is. You're gonna probably either need 2 bags or pay the extra amount anyways.
Because even if you don't bring an arm or something like that or weapons or anything, the makeup section I can imagine is...
Oh, I had things explode in my bag.
Oh, no.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, I had all of my white paint, and I had 2 characters fully white, Art the Clown and Pennywise, so it all exploded.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
On the way over here?
Yeah, in the plane.
How do you solve a situation like that?
Yeah, I had enough to do both those characters, but it was just like really stressful. My makeup cleaner as well, so taking this off has not been fun at the end of the day. So
I can imagine.
So.
Right.
I have a little bit of a question since I don't do that much makeup. I do a little bit of eyeliner every now and then, but your skin, obviously, you put a lot of makeup on.
Yeah.
How does it affect your skin?
So since I've been here, it's been a little bit worse. I don't know if it's because it's drier, but when I took off my Pennywise yesterday, I have like my eyelids have sores on them.
Oh,
like
really?
I'm not even joking.
Really?
But normally it's not that bad. I have makeup remover that is really gentle, but that's one of the things that didn't make it. So
really?
Yeah. So it's been a little rough, but I'll have time to recover before the next one.
But do you have certain routines that helps your skin recover?
Honestly, thankfully, I'm lucky enough to not have a lot of issues with it. It might be because I have to scrub my face so often and exfoliate it. It probably just helps with that. Yeah.
Because there's a parallel you can draw as like a musician, or I would say like as a metal singer, perhaps. You could scream in a way that sounds really cool, but you're fucking up your voice as Rasmus did there. And maybe you can see there are more effective makeup that's maybe a little bit worse for your skin because, I mean, this is your life or your like passion project, so you should probably take good care of your skin.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
But I'm also curious, when it comes to picking a cosplay and getting started, how much time do you spend on research, and what are some of your greatest challenges when approaching a project?
Usually size is the greatest challenge. So it's a lot of... I am because I do so many, I don't really, other than Halloween that month, because I try to show up with my biggest looks and post my most impressive stuff. Otherwise, I usually am deciding what I'm going to do like 4 days ahead of when I actually do the look.
Okay.
So it's a pretty quick turn. I do closet cosplay for a lot of things. So I'll modify. I got a sewing machine recently that I now finally starting to modify and like sew my own things. So I put things together really fast.
Interesting question. How does your closet look like? What do you have in there?
It looks like I'm a hoarder. Like it legitimately does.
Yeah.
I have an entire room dedicated to just costuming, storage, that kind of stuff, because I do so many looks.
Yeah. And how do you, like, when you go in there, do you know where everything is?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
No. Yeah.
Rummaging for 3 hours.
Yes, it's pretty bad, actually.
Right.
Okay. Do you know roughly how many characters you have done by now?
Since I've started, I've done over 1,000.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would like to think I'm up there on the volume of, if you were like, look up my name and then look up a weird character, not like a normal. If you look up a weird character, you'll probably find my project.
But if you want to get organized, you're in the land of IKEA now, so
hilarious. So
we will help you sort everything out, get everything in their place.
So with that limited luggage space, try to bring a wardrobe.
You have IKEA in the US too. So
I should talk to them about like maybe they'll sponsor me.
Exactly.
Be like, hey, yo, IKEA.
If anyone at IKEA is here now.
If you're listening right now, IKEA.
I would love to see you cosplaying as the IKEA man from the manual.
Hilarious.
I thought more of a bookshelf, like going like this.
Oh, yeah, I kind of thought that's where he was going to. Yeah.
No, I thought about. I'm drawing a lot of parallels to cosplay as makeup is a part of cosplay.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Maybe more people are drawn against the printing. More people turned against the makeup.
Yes.
And when we've talked to cosplay artists before, I've asked the question: is there a hidden time sink that maybe people don't know about when they're getting into making makeup, for example?
A time sink? Sorry.
No, let's say if, for example, if you do... Henrik Pilerud, the Swedish cosplayer, said that a project with the wrong dimensions takes just as long as a project with the right dimensions. Or maybe when people see a cosplay, they think that, they did that in 2 hours, but the printing takes 12 days.
Sure.
Is there part of your routine that takes much longer than people think?
Probably like the making of the prosthetics takes a lot longer. People don't realize I work 7 days a week. Like a lot of my processes take overnight to dry, things take time to cure. So if I film 2 to 3 times a week, I'm working every single day out of the week. So it is quite a long time.
So when you do the prosthetics, do you have like a standard mold of your face that you go on?
I have 5 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can cure several at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Different iterations.
Yes.
And,
So do you have any, like, you're a famous person doing this. Do you have any like YouTubers and people that you look up to that you like use their techniques or found techniques because of other YouTubers or other influencers?
Sure. I mean, I get inspired by people all the time, but one of the first people I met when I moved to LA was Rick Baker, who is the original monster maker. He did American Werewolf in London. He did The Grinch. He did Planet of the Apes.
Wow.
I went to school with his daughter, and so I actually, part of even why I started content creating was I got to see his shop, but it was closing down because it's a much less big industry, obviously, than what it was. So he was like, maybe you want to consider like how else to
how to do this.
But I actually think we're kind of going back to it. I think more and more people are really appreciating practical effects in makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think we're starting. It was really bad for a while. The CGI was terrible, and now we're like starting to go back to more practical.
I think that the practical, both makeup and stuff in movies is better when it is practical because it's more authentic. Because you can tell that that's CGI now.
Yeah, you can tell
because they move a little bit too fast or too slow or stuff like that.
I think The Hobbit would have like really been a different film if they had chosen. to do it
of course.
I kind of want to say that also a lot of talent goes into CGI and video
of course.
effects, but it's in a completely different way. I think we as humans relate much more to things that are physical, that are practical.
I think specifically with characters, because the human movement just feels different than CGI stuff. But like obviously we've been using some like form of visual effects from the beginning, whether it was just like Star Wars, like painting and then adding the VFX onto that.
Yeah, but the whole 70s and 80s, like action movies and sci-fi movies, was more of a practical thing.
Horror movies.
I think about like the Superman movie from '78 when they invented how to fly with the camera angles and stuff, and that feels a little bit forgotten now because we take the easy way and we take the computer.
I think it's cool to do it like a blend too. Like the new Alien Earth show, they did a lot of practical, but they also used it. I think that's the perfect application of it. Like I think it's so cool.
They should fill up the parts that they can't reach with each other, so it's a bigger picture.
Yeah,
and
always having sort of a mix between the two.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jesus. Take a drink of water. We said we fixed the drink of water, but we didn't have a
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I wanted to get into. You talked about that it's a 7-day job, and we've seen this before. You know, when before YouTube became big, for example, or before influencers became a thing that people didn't look at it as a real job. And obviously you work 7 days a week, and outside of that you put time into research. You maybe, I would even say like looking at shows to get inspiration is a part of your work. Do you feel like you're getting the respect and space that you deserve?
I think because of the nature of what I do, I probably, and like people generally are overall very respectful and like impressed usually. Yeah. So surprisingly, yeah, maybe not so much at the beginning. Like I started in 2015, so I definitely hit that first wave of like influencers, you know, like people definitely had a different, but I always led with I'm an artist and a content creator. Like I'm first an artist always, and I always have been. So I lead with that. I just happen to make my money with it through content. So.
And also, I mean, people often look at culture and I would say artistic intentions overall. They don't see it as what the purpose is, because obviously you do it because you love it. But there's so many young people, there's older people being amazed by the work, being inspired and bringing more culture into the world. And I don't think it's being appreciated enough. I know you experienced this firsthand, so you obviously have another perspective of it than I do. But
do you regularly meet people? Do people tell you this? Do people say to you that they look up to you and love your work?
When they make the connection, because people are so used to seeing me not as myself, but when they do make the connection, most people are at least like, oh my god, I've seen this video. Or yesterday I had like even people who weren't specifically familiar were like, oh, I have this saved. Like, So usually in some form or another, people have like come across.
I actually talked with my mom. She had said, you know, I told you, we're gonna meet these people that were installing there, and I showed you your picture. And she's like, yeah, I've seen her doing this and this and this and
I
this.
told you, it's either a grandmother or mom. Like, I swear.
Yeah, she's a grandma too. So
okay, there you go. Okay, good. I got it.
I think a lot when we talk to, let's say, artists or writers. They usually get when they're sitting at the stands assigning things, people coming up to them, and because it's a world or a writer's thing, they usually get oh, you know, I felt really, I related to this story and this helped me maybe realize something. Is there a certain experience that you've gotten from meeting people that have stuck with you?
Yeah, actually, I used to share a lot of stuff around mental health, and I still do. And I actually have a video coming out this week about Sean Astin, because he's a huge inspiration. His character is a huge inspiration. So I cosplayed him and have a video coming out about that. But I've done so much around those topics that I even had a mother who said, hey, this video helped save my daughter's life. So it's things like that where you really, because like there's so much of a parasocial relationship and like people thinking they know you, all this sort of stuff. But when you actually genuinely touch people, or someone comes up to me and says, hey, which happened yesterday, hey, you're the reason I got into this, like you're the reason I started doing makeup, there's nothing better in the world than that.
I mean, in a way you're connecting things because people follow you and they know you do great work, and then you do something from anime example, as you said, and then they find out about the anime, and then you're connecting, you're doing so much more I think maybe than you think just by existing and doing that. So I hope that you bring that with you when you continue doing it. So
thank you. I hope so too.
Yeah, it's like we talked to some of the cosplayers here. You had, have you seen Iron Man and...
yes, they look sick.
Yeah. So we had them here Friday, and we talked about like get the twinkle in the eyes from the kids to see, for them, that's Iron Man.
Yes.
Like...
Yeah, no, I had the opposite, but because I was Pennywise, so I
fear in their eyes.
I saw so much fear. Actually, though, what was cool about their parents would like shove them towards me,
of course,
and then I would hold up a real photo of myself and I'd be like, that's what I look like underneath this, and it would like you would see the fear, like, and then I showed them where my mouth was hidden, and then so I almost like desensitized like the
you humanized it.
Yeah. So
amazing.
Take the nightmares away.
Yeah. But I did make one baby cry, and it wasn't my fault. She was laughing, and then the parents wanted me to take a photo, so they handed me, and then she started crying as soon as I held her. So I was like, oh no, I made a baby cry.
But that's on the parents, not on you.
It's so funny that you mention it, because there was a little media storm on Facebook of all places. There were a lot of really angry parents because they came out with their children to like Halloween parades here in Stockholm, and people were scary at a Halloween parade.
Hilarious.
Like, would you imagine And there was such a huge media storm that like, oh, you should be out scaring children. You should be doing this. You should be doing this.
Funny, yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't intend. I waved a lot, but my rule was I scared some like older people. Like I jumped at them, and stuff. But I would never like jump at a kid.
But
like that's just me.
the risk of death is so much higher than.
That's hilarious.
You should take that as a compliment if somebody dies of a cosplay.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
100% effective.
I do love jumping, like scaring people.
Oh,
So,
You are a little bit of a. I don't know the word in lite
sadist? No, sorry.
Yeah. Not the sadist, but skadeglad.
You're in Deutsch is Schadenfreude. You're happy you're happy for someone else's suffering.
Oh no, that's kind of what a sadist is.
Yeah. But not really. You don't enjoy it, but it's fun to like scare them a little bit more than I live with my wife is the worst person ever to scare because she's like. She's dangerous.
Yeah.
I did this once. I would never do it again, and it wasn't the meaning. Like I just came up from in the kitchen, and he was standing frying eggs or something.
Yeah.
And I was there. How's it going? And I put my hand on her shoulder, and she turned around and slapped me with the spatula in the face.
That's so
now
funny.
it's more. I'm coming.
Yeah. I give a warning.
Yeah. So that I think it's very good. I don't know how long we could hold you. You want to hit the floor? I think.
I have a Q&A in like a couple hours, so I'll probably not say too long. But if you have any, we can ask a couple more and then...
I was actually curious about, you were going to do a Q&A.
Yes.
Is that the last thing you're going to do today, or do you have more?
Yes, no, that'll be it, so I can just like relax after that.
Then you're just gonna close.
Yeah. It'll be nice.
So we have not the last question, baby, but after we're done, could we take a picture with you to have us as a thumbnail for the video?
Obviously.
Perfect.
Totally.
Yeah, but I want to ask first.
Yeah. No, what if I said no?
I take the video I did first.
Yeah.
I'm curious. You mentioned you watch anime and stuff. What else do you do in your free time? Are you a gamer or?
I do like to game. I just don't have as much time for gaming. So like. The last thing I was playing was Final Fantasy, but
which one?
The most recent one.
Oh.
So not as much as I would like to. I play D&D like once a week, but I do jujitsu, so that's another thing.
Just a little side note.
My kind of girl.
So I weight and do jujitsu as well.
Wow, really?
I can mention that.
Then you two can fight after this.
Yeah, no, exactly. Do you do jujitsu?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
I don't want to boost, but I've done martial arts when I was 6.
Awesome. I'm more recent in the last couple of years. The Spider-Man you saw me with, who's my friend who's helping, she's a brown belt. There she is. So.
I also wanted to lift something because we're usually more people in this podcast, and we have our illustrator. He's at home, and he's
cool.
a huge fan, and he sent questions that he wanted me to bring up,
cute.
and he wanted me to ask how your life and view on creativity changed when you exploded, or like on the internet.
It was. I was always like really shy, so I'll say that was like the wildest part of it. I was really shy, not like accustomed to getting that kind of to getting any kind of feedback, and it's always unsolicited. Obviously, I mean, you put your stuff out there, it's public, whatever. But so like you get a lot of feedback. But overall, like it couldn't have been more positive as far as like what I've been able to do, where I've been able to go. I wouldn't be in Sweden right now, So it's been really, really amazing. I've been flown around the world for this. Just. The whole inspiring people is also
right. But you found a balance, maybe getting inspiration from the people that go into, and maybe getting
of course.
the good critique.
Yes,
maybe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he also has a follow-up question regarding your work week, working 7 days a week. How do you find a balance? How do you keep this being fun and not just a work?
In October, or I guess it starts in August for me. Halloween starts in August for me. So those 3 months, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have balance, and I don't have it's still fun, but it's a lot. The rest of the year, I would say I strike a healthier balance. I know how to. I call it rotting. I'll just like lay in bed and like rot.
You need to do that sometimes.
So I do have more of a balance. I go to the gym less this time of year. I do less jiu-jitsu. Like I would love to be able to do more of those things, but I make 90% of my income in October specifically.
Yeah. Really?
So I grind at this time of year. So
I'm going to ask you one martial arts question because I don't get so many guests that I can talk to. So jiu-jitsu is your thing?
Yeah.
Why?
So I started weightlifting with my friend, and he did jiu-jitsu, and he was like, "Oh, you should try the class." And then he sort of told me, like, everyone who tries it will get addicted to it. And, like, you really do, because it's also the community. I didn't have many friends where I was, like, because I live in a pretty rural area outside of Los Angeles, so the community is, like, so immediate. That's actually how I met Becca, so my friend there. Right. So and also it's empowering. Yeah. So it's really cool. And the more I strengthen myself, like, I also noticed that impact my creativity directly. Yeah, so I started jiu-jitsu, I started weightlifting, and then weirdly, like, that's when I also stopped putting limitations on myself, and that's when I doubled in followers in the last 2 years, like, across everything, like,
you get a different focus.
You do. You really do. You train the brain in a different way. It's really cool.
Yeah, but I see that, like, I've done some... Or I said I tried very, very much of those martial arts branches we have in Sweden, but jiu-jitsu is one of them that I really like. But capoeira was the one that I really got stuck in. Then I got a heart failure problem and stuff like that. But that's not important. But just how to train your focus and center yourself to maybe be more productive in life. I think that's almost
I really think
there's
a direct correlation.
Yeah, and it's more of that than the self-defense because that's just an output of it.
Yeah.
Totally. So you feel more sure and you feel more yourself.
Yes.
And like you going around in that kind of costume, you need to have some centered focus.
Absolutely.
Because you could go around like this.
Yeah, totally.
But you need to be like owning it. So I think that's a part of it.
To be the character.
Yes, I love. That's one of my favorite parts about cosplay is getting to, like, embody the characters. You'll see me do, like, on my videos, like, I'll do the process, and at the end I get to, like, act. You know, like, I love doing that so much.
But you could be like a body double when it comes to like make-up movies.
Right.
But the next Pennywise, we can ask Bill. He's from Sweden.
Yeah, I know he is. I was hoping he'd be here.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Or maybe ask Taylor Swift if she can record a background and you can just go tour.
You can maybe sing. Can you sing?
I actually want to learn how to scream. I've been teaching myself how to sing.
Don't ask him.
Me too. I would love to learn how to do it.
So we leave you off with...
I would like a last question. Because cosplay, as usual, we talked to Henrik Pilerud, the Swedish cosplayer, and I asked about when you go through different iterations or maybe different versions of your makeup, do you have a group of people that you turn to? I heard you name Becca, for example. Or do you just do the choosing and the refinements yourself, or do you ask a certain group of people for advice? Well,
so I don't trial run anything. The only ones that you'll see me do twice are for something like this in person, or I'll redo a look like a year or two later. But I actually go into all my looks kind of blind as far as like what it's going to turn out to look like. I'm always just like trust the process. In the middle, sometimes I'm like, ooh, and then it like comes together. I always have to just trust the process. So very rarely do I like trial run, but they always see it after. They're the first people I send. Like, I have my friends are the first people I send it to. Be like, what do you think?
You've got such a track record now, so you probably it's gonna work out. It's gonna be fine.
So the last question. Marcus, who is our creator, he's not here because he's sick, but he created us like characters.
I love this.
Which one would you
this little one as well.
Yeah, of course. Simon isn't on there, so we do like this.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, because I love painting eyes on myself, so I do love that central character, but man, you all look so good. This is awesome art.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the green skin, the thing is too, I love being like different skin, like, fun skin colors as well. But, I mean, it's same then with the yellow. Who's the yellow? You're the yellow. Yeah. How do you say your name? I'm not going to embarrass myself. Okay, yeah. See, I would have embarrassed myself. I'm glad I didn't try that.
It's like a Swedish Juan.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Helpful.
So he's called Major Cookie Monster.
I love that.
Because that's his strength and is from those kind of cookies.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah. So we got personalities. We have the tasty one on the outside there, Tim.
Nice.
We have the flying Mr. Toytastic or Dr. Toytastic.
Yes, Doctor, please.
And Simon, you were called...
Wistrel the Gatherer because I play magic for some reason. That's
of course.
I've done a magic cosplay as well.
Oh, you have?
You did?
Which one?
Ashiok.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did like the illusion and the smoke and like all that. I'll show it to you. Yeah.
And we have the Oracle in the middle. That's Marcus because he knows everything.
Yeah,
the artist.
It is really cool. Like the double. I just did a Sukuna cosplay too with the double arms. So I just had to engineer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have Major Cookie Monster.
Yes,
and we have Mr. Mick Master or Mick Knight, I think, because I'm talking all the time.
Yeah,
So
I love that.
Yeah.
But there's a correlation here that people want to go into roles and want to do want to be characters.
Yeah,
so
of course.
it helps us get into character for the podcast.
We need to put you up there.
Yeah, he's on the way.
Okay.
He just
probably
started.
stuck in the toll or custom somewhere.
They didn't have you on Timo yet.
No,
So,
but I just want to say a huge thank you. It's always nice to get to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked to cosplayers, we talked to comic book artists,
Yeah.
and this was an area that I didn't have very much knowledge in. So it's so cool to have to pick your brain for a while.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
it's a huge honor to have you here on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And we, of course, we're going to tag you in every way we could. And until next time, then we will see. Maybe we could see you how you really look. But that's kind of a cosplay too for us. So but
is there anything you'd like to promote?
Yeah.
So I have a cosplay course actually. I'll put. There's going to be a link on my Instagram that I can share. But so I do have a course where I do it's mainly special effects focused. So it's a cosplay course that I have. But otherwise, I'll be at Comic-Con Denmark. So I'm very excited. Will y'all be there at that one?
I'm working.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we do Comic-Con two times a year, and then we have others not big like this, but smaller ones that we are. So we're mainly in Sweden. But if you're going to Denmark, we should consider it.
Yeah,
so
come hang out.
But our aim is Comic-Con in San Francisco, right?
San Diego.
Yeah. San Diego.
Sorry.
Yes, that's the big one.
Could you invite us to that?
Oh, hilarious!
We know some guys from Sweden.
I have my own podcast with me.
But then again, huge thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and for all the listeners out there, thank you for listening and watching a little bit. This is Joe Steele, the amazing person that I didn't recognize at first. But we had a fun time, and for you guys all out there, fortsätt lyssna. Vi syns nästa vecka. Sköt om er så gott. Ha det bra! Hej då!